Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this fifth session of our series of workshops sharing your insights from the NCCs, so training the industry, the SME stakeholders. This series of workshops is organized as a collaboration between CASTIEL 2 Work Package 4 and CASTIEL 2 Work Package 3. So today I co-organize this with Sima Barzegar from CASTIEL 2 Work Package 3. Today for this session, we will hear from NCC Norway. And so we'll hear a bit about how they interact with industry with some very interesting ways, tools to interact with industry regarding their training. We will have a presentation by Dania Pushadas. Dania is a senior engineer at the University of Bergen in Norway, focusing on training, research support, and outreach initiatives, emphasizing the empowerment of women in the exascale computing era. She is a training coordinator at the Norwegian Research Infrastructure Services and NCC Norway. Dania actively participates in initiatives aimed at enhancing computational skills among researchers. She serves as an instructor for the training community like Carpentries and Code Refinery, and she's actively involved in the training network. So, as always, we will have the presentation first from Dania, and then we will have time for some discussions, Q&A after her talk. So please feel free to use the chat to write your questions, or you will be able to raise your hand after the talk so that we can interact all together. But for now, I leave you, the floor is yours, Dania.
Thank you. I'll try to share my screen. Yes.
Great. Yes, perfect.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. I am so happy to talk about what we are doing here in Norway. And thank you for the opportunity to talk about this. And we are very thrilled to talk about our activities. And I also look forward to the Q&A after and learn and unlearn and new tips from you all. Okay, so I made a title, Flexible Learning for Industry and Academia. We are sharing training insights from our side. I will start with the challenges we faced as I will go further. So we in NCC Norway, which is led by Sigma 2, that is on all the responsibility for infrastructure services in Norway, and which is also collaboratively working with NRES, which is a collaboration of Sigma 2 and 4 in universities in Norway, University of Bergen, Oslo, Tromsø, and NTNU. So we have a different organization structure, I would say, and traditionally, we were delivering training to academia only. When we get on board with NCC and training industry, we had a lot of challenges to fit that training to both academia and industry, because we were mainly catering to the only academic researchers, and we want to scale it more to a broader audience. So we face the challenges, divergent aims and timelines. Both academia and industry had different needs and different goals and different culture, and it was very visible when we see the registration and when we have this interaction with training participants that we are not catering to all what we intend to in the beginning. So, and especially the time constraints from for industry, that was a big hurdle for them to join any kind of traditional training formats we were offering, like 3 or 4 days training. That was not well received in industry. That they don't have that time to spend on training, and a broad skill mismatch. Someone was good at some research, maybe not at computation. Someone was both. And we have this learners persona, we would say, like beginners to intermediate and advanced level. And that was a big challenge to cater everyone. And so we had this inadequate bandwidth for training. What we do we want to reach out to everyone and we want to cater everyone. So that was a big challenge and motivate our team itself, like that we are doing a good job. That's to continue that. These are the main training and the traditional training from us. I said earlier that it doesn't fit everyone. And we understood that there is need for flexible learning opportunities that will cater all. So, and especially industry needs short time scale training. These are the challenges we faced when we were trying to measure what we are offering to our users. So we made plans to mitigate challenges late 2023 and maybe early 2024. We make some specific goals for training in Norway, and we made it as kind of a project so that we have a goal and a plan to follow up on everything. We made a goal that we are going to deliver this much training and we are going to deliver all these kind of learners persona. How we can achieve that? That was one question. So we kickstart this in early 2024, and if this one is the timeline you are seeing that what we had it in 2024. So we thought about having in-person meeting and discuss all the challenge and mitigate all the challenges, how we can mitigate all the challenges and what we are going to deliver. So we planned some training events in 2024 and 2025. And we also opened training request form at NRIS that anyone can request a training. And we will contact them when we offer them. And also this training request form will give a collaboration opportunity for researchers or industries to contact us for specific trainings, like any specific topics they want to. Also, this was a good opportunity to collaborate with us on research or on topic specific training that they can also contribute and we can contribute together and run together towards the same goal. I will come back to the output of this. So as you can see, we were expecting to have 6 training in 2024 and 8 training in 2025, but I will come back to it later. This was the plan. We made a plan in early 2024. And for this plan, we also thought that we will have all the feedback and we will use all the survey results, including the training survey, also the feedback during the training events, as well as our user survey in every year. And when there is a new service coming up, we will have a survey. So in Norway, currently, we are installing our next generation supercomputer called Olivia. Before that, just after we had this procurement finish for Olivia, we had this user survey sent out to all users at NRIS and asked many questions and something related to training. And we got 195 response on this specific question. So we asked what type of support, training, documentation would you require NRIS to effectively use the require from NRIS to effectively use Olivia system for their needs. So I would say that most of the response from academia, industry, there were industry response as well. I want to highlight that most want to have documentation as a support system for that. This is something we seen from the last couple of years, that people would like to have a good documentation to work effectively on our systems. So we understood that self-paced content that focus to solve a specific problem is something that needed for training, as well as when we deliver a new system or new services. This is an example of how we map the needs from the users. So we have some training material already, self-paced learning material for beginners and intermediate to advanced. There are more in progress, and it will come before the end of this semester. That will be in June. And this is an example of topic-specific tutorials. So we have this self-paced tutorial created and how to balance independent tasks. I want to put it as an that as an example here, and we run it as a series of events for one specific topic. That's how we started this year. And I will talk about a little bit more on that. So one thing we understand that we need to have a training formats that cater both industry and academy. And we were having a little bit more longer training, and it was not well received from the specific industry users. So we tried to concise the training on specific learner persona and try to make it a series of events which will focus on one specific problem or issue need. So we have these onboarding courses running from more than 5 years. That's 3 half days, which is mostly participated by the researchers and academia people. And we introduced best practices and tools training, which will be a monthly series of events that run only 2 hours, once in a month, sometimes twice in a month. But that will only focus on one topic. So it will be individual one. It is anyone can join if you're interested in this topic. And we also started webinars called Enrich Talks, also talk about these specific topics. That's the training live sessions we are offering now. And we all record all the sessions and publish it on YouTube. And all these trainings we offer is based on tutorials. So it is open, anyone can access, and it will be open after the event as well. So that's one thing very well appreciated by the users or training participants. And we lately, last year, if I don't remember exactly when we started this short videos, because that was asked by the industry people that they don't have time. If they can get concise, specific learning on a short videos, that could be very useful for them rather than spending 2 hours or 3 half days on to learn something. So we started that format as well in Enrich. So I'm sharing this recorded session on YouTube that we started in late 2023. It was almost a 2.5 hour session. It was a series of session on modern Fortran. And I have took this, I see that 544 views on this for 1 year, and some good comments. We also get some good comments on the LinkedIn after the training event is done. So we always use this like simultaneously to provide this videos on YouTube so that anyone can watch it and learn. And we believe in this knowledge transfer in Norway. So this is one of the things. And the other one, we have this interactive training via collaborative document. We use a collaborative document based on HDoc, and we use it this is a YouTube video of the training event we run in January. What I'm sharing here is the document that participants can use to ask questions and say the comments if they doesn't get anything. So it was very well received from the course participants. And we also collect feedback of the day in addition to a feedback survey later. So we get good feedback, and we also mentioned that this is very important for us to get the things that we should improve. And the whole process from the last 2 years is based on the feedback from users or course participants, all the improvements that we have done. As I mentioned, we have published these videos, which is almost 2 hours, and it's also get good reviews. And we do this in an outreach plan in the newsletters. We let the people know that there is something that if you wish, you can look into it. And also this specific one, as I mentioned, it is based on the self-paced tutorial. So people can go and rewatch or refer again if they want. And we develop a lot on the documentation as well based on the training request. Sometimes it may not be the self-paced tutorial, but it will directly go to the general documentation. And as I mentioned, we had these short videos. Until this week, we have 40 videos published, which is almost 10 minutes duration, and which presented in a concise form. It includes from basics to intermediate to advanced. And this has been published since almost 4 months, so 914 views, and the latest 14 videos are published last week. So, the feedback we got is that very nice, and it's motivated us to do this kind of work simultaneously when we organize training events. So people can learn whenever, wherever they want, and it's suitable for all learners. It covers all learners persona from beginners to advanced level, and it's based on an AI voiceover is generated by AI, and we have good colleagues who are very thrilled to work on these short videos. So it's a bit more scalable, and I see the potential of this creating short videos. It will cater anyone, both industry and academia. Unfortunately, on YouTube, I don't know who are watching it. So I hope people from both spectrum are watching these videos. Then, okay, so I would like to highlight our outcome. If you remember my second slide, we planned some 6 events in 2024, 2025, 8 events. So we had 8 events in 2024 itself, and we had 9 more training with other collaborators like code refinery, carpentries, and each sites. 360 participants for NRIS events itself, and including code refinery and all, I would say maybe more than 1,000 registration. And in 2024, maybe 26 short videos. I am not sure about the correct number of short videos we created that time. I haven't checked all this when we publish it, but we were having one session for parallel computing and adding the videos together. So we had more participants from, if we consider 2023, what other events we organized, more participants from public R&D and SMEs. When it comes to 2025, our goal was to deliver 8 trainings in 2025 itself. But we are kind of achieved the goal by May. We are already within May, we will be done with 8 NRIS training. That doesn't mean that we will stop here, but it was a good collaboration with the team we have in Norway. And so far we have more than 200 participants. I don't have exact number because this event is ongoing. We have this best practices series, the last one in April, and we will have HPC onboarding. That registration is still open. That's why I don't have the actual figure here. But I assume that we will deliver, we will have more registration than 2024. And we share all these general events via CASTIEL. I assume that caused a bit more participation from academia and industry. It's Alina who were doing this when I sent her emails, but now I guess Sima is the one who is going to help us in the future. And I think it helped a lot because we had a lot of international participants outside from Norway when you sent this information via CASTIEL. And in 2025, we had total 40 short videos on parallel computing, and the work is ongoing on this. And I just want to share some points what we were doing with implementing flexible training, learning opportunities for our users. We started with learners' needs, and we use surveys a lot to cater what they want. And we collect feedback in each and every event, and we emphasize that we will work on their feedback. And I think people would like to know what we do with their feedbacks, and it helped us a lot. And we tried to choose the right format. We were running best practices for like continuous 4 days, 4 half days. Now it is a monthly series on specific topic, which is well received than before. And we try to create a good learning environment during the event. And engagement and motivation not only to the participants but within the team. And we have a weekly meeting where we can discuss, we can be very critical on what we do, and that really helps us. And so when we say that we are working on training formats, we work on simultaneously on different formats. For example, if we want to have a topic on how to use the system efficiently, then we think about how we can do it on short videos as well. And as I mentioned, this quality assurance, we take feedbacks, and also internally, we are very critical on what we deliver. So that really helps. So measure, evaluate, and iterate is part of our work here in Norway. And we got good feedback about the tutorials we use. And this is one of example. I just took it from the site, Sigma 2 site. But we get both. We get things that you need to improve, and that's how we come so far, I guess. And this is something I would like to thank the participants, that they are delivering the feedbacks, and we are really considering it, and the team behind it. So that's something I thought, that's having a flexible learning format that will have an accessibility for diverse learners, and anyone can learn from their own pace. And it's also support lifelong learning culture, what we do. And we believe in what we do. So that's drive us to deliver more. And next step, we plan to have a blended learning formats where they can use the self-paced material and come to an online event for a Q&A session and all. And this is also in work in progress. We have a structured, many structured courses. We want to put it on a platform like Coursera called Moodle, where we can have interactive activities, quizzes and questions for learners, and forum for discussion. Embedded Jupyter notebooks, exams and retakes plus badges. We are discussing what we can do there. So I assume that we will have something next year, at least 1 or 2 of our courses next year on the Moodle platform. At least a demo this year. That's what I expect. And I would like to say again about the team working behind this delivering the training in Norway. And we have a fantastic team, and I'm representing all of them here. Thank you for the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to hear any comments or any tips from you that how we can do better than this.
Okay. So thank you very much, Dania, for sharing this experience of NCC Norway, and how you manage training, and how you tested some new things and you implemented it. So that's very cool to see how it's done. There are already several questions in the chat. I have questions too, but I will start with the questions in the chat.
Okay.
But first, please, excuse me, I will stop the recording.